quiet morning sit. Alright, we're wrapping up for the night. Camp's quieting down. We had a lot of fun playing poker here at the end of the night. I flushed up some birds on a walk over here on our land. Walked around a few of the stands to see where I want to sit tomorrow. Didn't see a ton of sign until I got way back into the swamp over by where I set up my stand 2 years ago. And I wasn't going to be too hopeful, but I did see some tracks back in that swamp. I figured it was a doe, and then I got back and Carl said he has 3 different bucks on his trail cam. We don't see bucks coming through here as frequently as we used to, so we're excited. But yeah, we got probably 5 guys up here, 6 guys actually, that'll be out on stand, so hopefully someone's able to put something brown on the ground tomorrow. But bucks only zone, so it's got to be a bigger buck. We'll see if we get anything walking by, but that's gonna do it for us tonight. We're getting everything ready here at camp, set up for the morning, listening to the Bulldog hockey game, and we'll be at her bright and early. We can shoot at 6:35 tomorrow, so I want to be on stand at least around 6, beat everybody else out there, maybe even a little earlier. So we're gonna get some sleep. When you don't have a coffee filter, you improvise. Pause. Alright, we got about a half hour left till shooting light. I just got up into the stand. It's about 3/4 of a mile walk in, so I got pretty sweaty. I'm at 32 degrees this morning. Might be a little tricky staying warm until 9 or 10. I keep hearing some fairly close shots on the other side of the river. What I'm hoping for is some of the action over there on the other side of the river pushes stuff over here into the thicker woods. 9:30 now, nothing doing really. I think we'll head back, get some breakfast, regroup, figure out if we want to push some of this land, try and get a drive going to get some deer moving. If there's nothing to push, then there's nothing to push. I'm not sure if I'll be back out here this evening. I might go out to a different piece, but we're gonna sit sometime this evening. There's a chance for rain, and rain through the night, so we'll see how that figures into our plans. But very quiet morning sit. goes down. What is with me and always coming across a spike buck? This one might be a fork, but young buck, probably 1.5 years. I'm coming along my trail back to my stand. I've probably made it about 1/4 mile here. And I'm snapping everything along the way because it's not a very good, well-made trail right now. So I'm sitting here bending, breaking branches, tromping through here, making a ton of noise. And I get up here, 20 feet away from me, I hear footsteps. So I hit the ground. And that's when I brought the camera up and I started filming. And I just see these 2 spikes crossing through. That deer right behind these down logs from me couldn't have been more than 15 yards. Couldn't have been. I sat crouched, knees locked in a crouched position for 2.5 minutes. And then when he let me get up a little bit, oh, I thought my knees were gonna give out. He smelled me, I know he smelled me. He was standing there and did a little. Turned around, he was about to head back the way he came from. Came right across this marsh over here, along this popple thicket and pine transition. He went right in between all of it. He was coming right through here, hitting some low brows. Oh, and I was just thinking I need to put a stand up there because you have sight lines forever. He ran off at least 20-30 yards. I didn't hear him go that much further, but I didn't see him go down. I absolutely do not want to jump him if he's bleeding out. So we're going to stand here real quiet for a little while. I have never, ever gotten remotely close to taking a buck on opening day. This is the weirdest feeling ever. I was just telling my wife this. We were sitting at home and we went last year without meat in the freezer and it was noticeable. So I said, I don't care. I don't care if it's a spike. I'll keep the tradition going of shooting spikes if that's what it takes to put a deer in the freezer this year. I'm hoping my shot placement was good. I rushed it. I rushed it a little bit there. I'm not as happy as I should be with that shot. I hit center of mass, I think, but that deer was sitting right through here. And I did one of those like pop up, aim quick shoots.
I can make my way down there with the sled. We can pull them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So give me an update when you have more news.
Alrighty, sounds good.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
We came into this year, everybody was like, we're not going to see any deer. We're not going to see anything. I saw tracks by my stand. And Carl had 4 different bucks on his trail cam. So we're like, well, maybe. And then this morning, I mean, everything's running around apparently. I can't believe it, man. I tell you, I was making as much noise as possible coming through here. I was beating the heck out of this trail. All these tag alders right here, I was snapping them off, so if someone else wants to use my stand, they'd at least be able to walk the same trail and find it. It's a pretty thick trail, but I'm sitting here snapping off tag alders at the ground, and I just look up. Ridiculous. I can't believe that. I'm gonna go see if I can find blood here. This open spot right here, I think, is right about where he was standing. He was right behind here staring at me. Then he cut back this way, and I think he's right around here when I shot. I don't see blood. And now I'm really worried about how bad that shot was. I don't see a single drop of blood. Well, here's the buck trail. Maybe it was a little farther than 15 yards. I'm not seeing blood right away, and it's not sitting very well with me. I really thought I would. 15, 20 yards away, but he's staring right at me. When I pull up and shoot quick like that, I should have taken an extra second. Oh boy. If I did miss, I hope it's really clean miss. How bad would that be? Take a shot from 15 yards and you miss everything. See, all these red leaves on the ground are really throwing me. There we go. There we go. Okay. Whew. That's close. Okay. I was worried for a second. If you don't see blood right away with a 308, I'm still worried. It's not a ton of blood. I do see it though. Alright. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna bring our gut and dragon stuff out. Give him a minute. I do not want to pressure this deer. So that's where we saw our blood. I'm gonna go grab the sled, grab some other stuff, and we'll try tracking this thing this afternoon. Pop out of here for now as quiet as we can. Let him lay down and let him bleed out. At 9:30?
No, why are you coming back now and without the deer and without us? Get me out there to help you. Did you find it?
No, I'm letting it sit. It was a bad shot.
Oh, you're gonna let it sit even longer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you remember 5 years ago when Grant shot and they tracked it 3 miles?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that.
No. Where do you think you got it?
Center of mass, but it could be just below the spine. It could be just in the guts. I don't know. I found blood. It wasn't brown. It wasn't, bile. It was blood.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's a lung, and I just could have gone 50 more feet and found it. You like apples?
Why?
How about them apples?
How about them apples? I just had one of these.
Oh, man.
Nice.
I'm happy. It's been about 2 hours and we got our tracking team out here now. I'm hoping we gave that deer enough time, but we're just gonna push slow back to where I hit this deer and really slowly make our way through the woods. See if we can find him on the ground. Hope we don't jump him. Right there, you hear it? That's gonna go right to Aaron. I told you I heard something. I told you back there. It took off right through there. Carl. Go take that walk-in trail from Clint's stand right there. You can see farther in there. Go see if you can find something. Still probably 5 minutes from where I shot my deer, and we just kicked up another one. I don't know if it's a buck or not. I think someone needs to be in here. Like,
I wonder if I should sit in Clint's stand for a while.
do you want to? Well, I'll whistle over if we find our deer. We could very easily kick something. Hey, we're gonna wait about 5 minutes here. Get up there, get situated, and then we'll move on.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the number of times I've been in the woods, sitting down or standing, and just kind of, and all of a sudden it's like
they're there. There's
like
no sound,
10
but they're
yards behind
yeah.
you, or 15 yards this
Yeah.
way. I set my gun up against a tree and sat down on a stump and looked up. I mean, a candy bar, and 20 yards away,
It's always
there's a deer
yeah,
staring straight at
it's
me.
always when you're not expecting it. We're walking in there. Held the hand up because I heard something. Didn't hear anything else. We kept moving up here, and we definitely bounced something right along the edge of the swamp,
You just heard it.
directly towards Aaron's double stand. So we just kicked something that way, so he might see something. Carl's gonna sit in Clint's stand. We're gonna keep going. If we kick something, Carl's there.
Oh, you don't think this was your deer?
No.
Oh, but you did kick something out there.
Dad saw 2 other deer today. I seriously think it could have been, because I shot another 10-minute walk that way.
So you guys missed all the excitement. We had a grouse in the cabin, flew in the open door, flew around. Aaron's got pictures. I got pictures of it.
Oh
Kevin
my
finally went over
God.
and cornered it and picked it up, threw it out the door.
window.
And
You
flew
are
away.
kidding me. What a day. What a day.
I'm sitting all of a sudden. The grouse is trying to.
That's unbelievable.
Did you mark where you shot?
I marked where I shot it, and I marked first blood, so we got all that.
Good man. This smart move.
Basically, it's sitting here, and it almost went behind this, which I would have
Yeah.
stood up then, but it didn't.
Yeah. Oh,
Its
that
head was
clump
right
of
to the
birch
side
there?
of the
Yeah.
birch,
Right.
and then it turned.
Yeah.
And this whole time it's going like, and hitting its hoof on the ground, and I'm sitting
Yeah,
here
I
like,
wondered.
Sense something.
and I'm
It
sitting
knew you,
here
yeah.
because the wind's coming this way, but I'm sitting here
Sure.
like, this has got to be quick. So I did one of those.
Yeah.
My gun was on this side of this alder. I did one of these,
Yeah.
and then every time his head peeked around, I
Yeah,
was
a
like
little higher.
3 inches higher.
Yeah.
And there was a point where I was at this one
Yeah.
for like 45 seconds, and
Not
I
good.
felt like I was melting.
Yeah.
So finally it stood up,
Yeah.
and I shot right here, about a foot left of the thick tree, and hit it there.
Wait, so you
And
had
then
an open shot?
Little bit. And then about 20 to 30 yards over to the right down there, I found first blood. So we'll go,
Oh, he was
we'll go
going
to,
this way.
he went down that way. So we're going to try and find first blood here. And we'll start being really quiet. Right there. This is right on this trail. So he's standing. He's right about here when I shot. Right around here. I got that. And it's dried already, but
Now, did you go any farther?
no, I hung this here and I left. So everything else is gonna be new.
But he was heading in this direction.
Headed right this way down this trail.
My experience is they tend to keep going in the direction that they wanted.
Yeah.
And we're going in, so
Yeah.
he's heading toward Walton's.
Yep.
Blood spot so we can look back and see where it's
Oh, I
going.
didn't bring any tape. Did you bring
Well, I got my app. We're fine. We're fine.
You can waypoint it?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Drop a pin.
Well, I'd like to see more blood. Let's go see if there's
I was worried right off the bat that the shot could have been bad, so
Well, you're shooting through a bunch of stuff, too.
So did you shoot him head on or on the left side or the right side?
he was right side, broadside, pretty
Okay.
close. He might have been quartering away a little bit.
So if looking at that blood, it probably went through because it came out of the blood's on the other
Blood's
side.
on left. Yeah, so it did go through. More blood. I didn't see him. He went 10 more feet. He went 10 more feet. Oh my God, I didn't see him. He went 10 more feet. Oh. Oh.
There we go.
Oh. I was right there. I feel so much better about that now.
Hardly any blood though.
There's, well, look, now there's a ton right here.
Looks like
He looped.
dragged something here, because there's blood right here.
He must have crashed right there. I just said to Glenn, I hope we get into these pines and he's in there. He didn't even make it to the pines. See, he definitely isn't the biggest guy, but man,
Hey, hey, don't knock this deer.
Can I get a photo or two? Sure.
Yeah, I gotta get.
He was a fork.
Is it a fork?
Baby fork.
It's okay, it's a fork.
They're more antlers for Mac.
It'll work.
I love it.
You gotta send me a few of those.
All right.
Look at this.
2019 to 2024. Well done.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy who had to go the farthest gets the
Hey,
deer.
I'm telling you though,
This is where they are. That far in?
I think I'm gonna pull it back halfway between here and there. Glenn, 35 minutes to get in the morning.
Oh yeah, I know it. That might be overkill.
I say not.
Looks like it worked out. You can't argue with success.
Nope. All right, we are back at camp. I got this guy dragged all the way back. Got him all the way back to camp in one drag. It's half mile, 3/4 of a mile back there. Head back into town. Got to have a couple other stops. We have a CWD mandatory sampling zone, so we got to get the lymph nodes taken out of this guy and taken to the deer station. And then I pulled the tick off me, and there's now a nice red splotch and red ring around that. So in order to not contract Lyme's disease, I'm going to go to the hospital and figure out what I got to do there.
It's a cool setup.
Thank you.
Will I end up on YouTube or something?
Do you want to? You don't have to.
I mean, I can if you want. Just let me know the channel.
M Nomad.
No man.
I do a lot of grouse hunting, duck hunting, deer hunting. Oh, that's sweet. Love to see it. And samples will be tested. They'll get back in about 2 weeks, I saw. And I watched the online. So you're going straight down from here to the ears.
Yep.
And it's those two little lighter grayish white lymph nodes.
Kind
You
of feel
pull
like
them.
grapes when you peel them.
Sure.
But I look for the Adam's apple and then the jaw.
And just
and
straight
then,
down from
like,
there.
Yeah, right in between those two.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
All right, that was super easy. We got that taken care of. Thank you to the DNR staff. They're very good, and I appreciate what they're doing. Go do your part to get your stuff sampled. Make sure we don't have CWD spreading through the state there. Now I just got to stop at a clinic and make sure I don't have Lyme's disease. So we'll get that squared away and then be back at camp for some dinner and cards. All right. We got our onion cut up. I'm going to do a little inner loin meal for the guys here. Token of my gratitude. Thanks for having me always. It's always great being up here at this deer camp. We're so fortunate to be able to hunt private land up here, and you know, I got brought up here when I was probably 13, 14 years old, so I've been hunting with these guys for 16, 17 years. I took my first deer up here with them in 2013. Just a great group of guys. I don't know if I'd be a hunter without them. Having, you know, the experience here that I did with them, it's truly awesome, and that's probably the only reason that I'm a hunter of everything now. You know, I learned grouse hunting up here, deer hunting, so really thankful for that. So being able to come up here and harvest a deer, I'm just thankful for that, and we'll try and get some good tasting food on the plate for them in return. In the comments, if you guys have a staple with your first meal that you cook with your venison, let me know. Throw it on. I wanted to do heart this time, but I tend to aim for it. So I can't do heart this time. I wanted to try heart steaks, but maybe next time around.
What's the game? What's the ante?
What's the game? What's the game? Can you put a dime in? I'll go back and get that.
Wild card's separate, right? It's not.
It is separate.
Tens are
Tens
wild.
are wild.
And then when we pair up, you change
Yep.
it?
You
Oh
change it.
jeez, that was a mess. Onions and inner backstrap for the best.
Just set them out in the middle and give us a fork.
Wow.
Want to try a little deer, Aaron?
Yeah. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Everybody good?
We're good.
All right.
Oh.
No diamonds.
Oh, I got a pair of eights.
But you got
Oh.
a pair of aces.
So pair of eights.
Oh, that changes that.
Yeah, you do.
You outdid yourself. Shooting that thing and cooking it.
Yep. Well done.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Best I could do is get it straight, and
I did have it.